What's going on, guys? Back with another presentation. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday morning. I just want to say, you know what sucks is that some guys never stood a chance. Like from the time they were adolescents, from the time they first started liking females, from the time they first started, you know, just getting into females as a youngster, females were just never into them. And I was thinking to myself that when you're a guy who's never been desired by females, it can truly stunt your development. Um, I feel like even though I'm a man at, 34 years old, I feel like I'm not fully developed. I'm not developed into a real 34-year-old man because there are certain experiences that I should have had as a youngster. And it's sad that some guys were never an option to females. You know, when you a dude who's never been an option, that's a problem. But that just goes to show you the nature of women. Like these women, they going for what they like. They just going for what appeals to them. And you got some dudes, they feel bad about themselves and have all these insecurities and low self-esteem and all of this stuff. A lot of dudes have these issues because of the treatment that they've endured. Because no one comes into the world feeling down on themselves. No one comes into the world feeling defeated. But, the circumstances that life has presented before you can cause you to feel, defeated. Um, I just wish that some guys at least had a chance because I always had this mindset like, I understand not every female is going to find you attractive. You're not going to be every woman's cup of tea. Cool. But when you're a dude who's never been desired at all, now that's a discussion that we need to talk about. That's something that's worth talking about. I mean, you got some dudes who've never been wanted from the time they were very young. And it's very unfortunate because when you a man that's desired by women, what I realize is that there's a certain level of confidence, a certain level of self-esteem, a certain level of masculinity that you're just going to exude when you're a man that women like. Um, I feel like, you know, the dominance that some men have about themselves and that edge that some men possess, that comes from being a desirable man. But see, when you've never been desired, you never had time to cultivate those traits. When you've never been desired as a man, um I've seen guys who weren't masculine at all. They didn't have any macho masculine traits, but they had a woman. Because I used to think that, well, maybe I'm just not tough enough, or maybe I'm not masculine enough because, you know, I had females tell me that I was soft or whatnot. But I've seen dudes who were soft and they still had a woman. So that let me know if there are guys who are soft and they still have a woman, that's because the women that they got like the way that they look. Some guys are just not wanted because even though I'm not a thug per se, I'm not a street dude by any means, but I don't feel that I'm just a soft type of dude. I feel that I have some edge there as well, but I'm not a street type of dude. I'm not the stereotypical ninja. Yeah, I'm gonna just say that in code word. That's not me. Um, I just I don't know what to say, man. It's just sad that You got some guys who've never been wanted because women just don't find them attractive. And a lot of these dudes are not necessarily bad people. You know, people try to write guys who have never been desired by women off as just rejects and outcasts. Some of these dudes just never had a shot. And just because a dude is not desired by women, it doesn't mean that he's a demon or a bad guy. Some guys are just not chosen by women. And I think deep down people know this type of stuff. You know, they know that there are certain dudes who are just not wanted. Uh, He Didn't Succeed had a video years ago where he talked about attraction is predetermined. And I truly believe that. Um, some guys are just not selected in this dating game. Some dudes are just not being chosen, unfortunately. It hurts me that I had to endure all the disrespect that I've had to endure from women, and the fact that I was never selected like that. And even the few dates that I did go on, they didn't lead to nothing serious. You know, that makes me feel bad just thinking about it. Um, it's just unfortunate that you got some dudes who are just not being chosen at all by women, because I always felt that you should be desired by somebody. You know, you shouldn't be completely written off by females. You know, a lot of guys are misinformed about women as well. They're not told the truth about women. They're not told what women really judge a man by, which is his looks, and they judge a man by his resources. But a lot of guys are just not told the truth about women. You know, they're totally misinformed, and I just feel that dudes who were never desired by women, I feel these guys are just the very unlucky people. Um, Life is about luck. You know, my dad used to say life is all about the luck of the draw, and it is. There are some people who are lucky in life, and there are some people who are very unlucky. And I feel like if you're a guy who is not desired by women, you just are a very unlucky dude. And it's very sad, and it's very, very unfortunate. Um, I feel dudes who've never been desired by women, these are the kind of men that would have to be tricks. These are the kind of men that would have to trick off on women. These are the kind of men that they elevate to a certain level in life. They're gonna have to flaunt their money in their material possessions in order for a woman to fool with them. That's what you're gonna have to do when you're a dude who's not desired. And I think it's so sad and so unfortunate. But how do you guys feel? I know it's a lot of dudes out there who can relate to this. Dudes who've never been selected by women. They just wasn't desired. They just was never that guy. Now, I believe had my father raised me, I'd have been a football star. And things would have taken a whole different path for me had my father raised me. But just give me your thoughts and feedback on this, because it's very unfortunate that you have some men who've never been desired by anyone. Females just never digged them, you know? Very unfortunate, but I guess that's how it has to be for some people. You got the lucky people and the unlucky. But you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.